Now, she called a random... Oh, did it create one? Normally it just calls some random one out of nowhere. That's new. I didn't know it actually created it. So now we bring them back here, and as you can see, she's healed up. Here's their levels, and this is her equipment. You can only equip queens with equipment, and if they die, they lose the equipment. What is this? You're not rare enough. What's this? You're not rare enough. Still have better stuff right here. And some of the equipment, like, it's super rare, but it doesn't do much. This does a ton. This isn't as good, but still does a ton. This is better, and it has even more. So here's the worker dead. So, like, we have... Oh, we also have the medic unit. Forgot about that. We have the medic, which is another one. Each one is very, very unique to it. It looks like it keeps upgrades too. That's cool. But I'll show off each of the units so you can get a...
Not enough food.
He'll need healed before going to go. So the medic looks really, really funny. It reminds me kind of a skitterbug. Like, here it is. Here it is. Kind of reminds me of a skitterbug. Just in how it is. There's another bug it reminds me of, but I can't think of its name. Queen reminds me of a crab, of course. But if you look, it kind of has like this dog face in its image. These look like termites or fleas. Let's get a wasp. Show off this. Now, I actually went through like the first 3 missions without knowing that you can get the other units. Like, I was always in this and saw them. Oh, I've researched everything now. 2 minutes. I always saw them in here, but I didn't know how to get DNA. Then I was in here just goofing around because I had all 3 pages full of stuff. I was like, oh, what does this do? And DNA went up. And then I started learning. Okay, so here's the wasp. This thing's kind of terrifying. It's like a pincer bug plus a wasp. And it has this special attack, air dive, which is actually kind of cool, but it takes some time to perform. This is healing circle and regenerate. Oh, this is so when you go against and you have this, see, there's 5 units. It's kind of like in Star Wars Star Wars Empire at War and Forces of Corruption. But each little group has so many guys, and each of those guys contribute so much health. So even though it's at full, it says it's at full health, it's actually reduced because there's not all the guys. Well, here you can actually regenerate those units back by sending them to the Hive, and now my medic has that ability to regenerate them. We have enough for a rhino and another legionnaire. I also want to show off, actually, let me cancel that legionnaire. Cancel you. Cancel you. So she has the ability to summon one of these 2, the legionnaires or the hunters, by laying eggs. The problem is the eggs have to incubate. It's pretty short. It's about the same time as spawning them. But this helps if you're like way up here and all your units are way back here and you need some units here quickly. Yeah, they spawn pretty quick. So I'm just gonna collect some units. Oh, here's our rhino. This thing's freaking beast. It's kind of like a bigger version of the legionnaires, though. They actually have like drawn out designs of an aqua version of these creatures. If you go onto the store page, they're actually there. And there's some other bugs that they haven't actually worked out yet. There's some options. So the worker can turn into a scavenge or a fisher or a miner, like a hunter or a scout. And each of those are like a different form of it. Like it changes to that specialty. Just like a soldier can turn into a pincer or a stinger or a range. That was their original concept. They also created like an aqua version, like water version of each type of queen. But again, this game is still being developed. I just updated it too. I don't know what it did. I think it just helped fix some bug issues.
We require more food.
See, there, I ran out of Legionnaires I can create, so which means 5. I have 3 then. Yeah. 5 Legionnaire groups at a time. Oh, you ran out of minerals, which isn't really that bad since it's only for buildings. But if I want to create turrets, you won't create turrets your first mission. I guarantee that. There's no need to defend your base. Once you run into the next race, which is once the actual like timeline gets established after you kill this guy, you learn that when we were sleeping, our little worker was sleeping. That was very loud. That was very loud. Holy smokes, sounded like I was coming down. While our little worker was sleeping, basically this other one of the water, the drowned spirit, rose up into power. And they're kind of more like the orcs. They're actually from the Jotauma Half-Life 2 mod. They give reference to that with the drowned god stuff. Now the wasps are actually really, really weak in health-wise. It says they have 160 health, but they get targeted so much more than any of the other units. It is crazy. It's usually they target the wasp, then the queen, then the legionnaires and hunters, then the frickin' rhinos. But the rhinos have this ability to taunt, which I think is why they go last. I think one more range unit, and then we will start going through the gate. Actually, we'll take this group through the gate first. Like I said, you have to do some things, not take the unit there. That's where it kind of gives you a little more control over the battlefield.
Strange power hums in the air. I can feel it.
Can you?
Tread carefully.
Make sure I don't have a worker.
Protectors of the long-dead temple cities, once rulers of the underworld, now just a whisper in the wind. And their return.
Now, the way the advisor talks, this is a lot like the whole collect their essence from StarCraft 2, the Hive.
Additional food required.
And that if they have no use, you kill them. You do not evolve, you die. Thank you for talking when there was clearly fighting going on. The jewels and herbs. Here's a bit of... So, at each of the places you can, like, find some food and minerals. Like, it gives you one singular mineral, so... Yeah, it's kind of weird. This wasp and rhino didn't even participate. Again, the wasp and rhinos are kind of pointless to have right now because they are way too advanced. Like, of all the items you collect here, you can't even collect enough DNA to create them. So... It's a bit odd having this early. We're going to use you to collect some more food from somewhere. It's all yellow. Yellow on the minimap means food. Normally it's the blue chase. I'm not doing anything. Yeah. Alright, I was looking into something. Let's see you over there. There we go. Let's send you over there. So what it's wanting us to do now is move all our guys up here, and then you'll see something really cool happens. Which actually, the first time I played this, I completely missed it. This one had it. See, there we go. Now we got all the units back. So we are going to need them for this little bit. Magical worker summoning. Plant, egg, baby bug, grown. Plant, egg, baby bug, grown.
What is the meaning of this? Why do you disturb my long sleep? Answer, or be shattered to burning ash.
We have brought you a tribute in flesh in exchange for information. Where does the ancient of the pool sleep?
In the forgotten pools does he sleep. Flowing of his blood will satisfy us more than the petty corpses of these lizards. The price has not been paid. Remember as well.
So, with them saying that, I know did he say something? No, he doesn't. Okay, so with him saying the price has not been paid, remember it well, I think there's actually like this little... I think they're planning on implementing a choice system where you can choose to save him or to kill him. Right now, all we have is kill the agent. You don't really get the... Oh, I forgot that was you. Hi, Hilda Twala. That's the lava golem's name. You learn that later in ancient texts or something. Oh, what I was saying with the plant baby thing. What's this? You got the plant, and the baby, and the worker. It's kind of like the lights. This thing is freaking terrifying. Like, it'll annihilate you so quick. Dive bomb. Dive bomb. Shoot! I was trying to get that one to... Oh, there goes those. Keep going. That went a lot better with the actual rhino. So we got a purple item. Shield of... Oh, that's actually really good DNA, but it doesn't do much. We're dissolving it. Now... Okay, so it's all shiny, so it says like